welcome to the nation. Joining me, Elane, Noor, Abdullah, as I come to you live right here from Wisma Bernama in the capital city of Kuala Lumpur. Now, as a result of the pandemic, consumer behavior has changed drastically. Technopreneurs will have to find a way to stay relevant as customer experience parameters change and technological progress accelerates. Hence, novel customer experience, or what we call CX standards, have emerged, enforcing technopreneurs to consider creating multi-channel experiences that would effectively transform their customer experiences as well as its businesses. Now, through the Cyberview Living Lab Accelerator, or CLLA program, Cyberview Sdn Bhd, or Cyberview, sustains its commitment to supporting the startup community with business growth and commercial preparation. Today, I'm joined by two guests, AMIROL IZANI, CEO and founder of HIVE, as well as FARAH, ATHIRAH, CEO of Dwebly. Hello, welcome both. Thanks for joining me on The Nation today. Now, let me dive straight into the topic of conversation today. But before we go into that portion, perhaps the both of you can tell us a little bit more about your individual businesses. In brief, could you explain your company's background and what made you venture into this business? Let's start with you, AMIROL.
Hi, Elane. Thank you so much for the invitation. Okay, we are HIVE Apps, a local tech startup from Selangor, a technology transformation company which happen to be in automotive industry. We are Malaysian first car detailing ecosystem app that connecting the dots from user, merchant, supplier in one digital platform to deliver the convenience to all vehicle owner in Malaysia for all their car detailing needs, and also to empower the one we call the underserved car detailing industry to a better future through digital economy. And a bit of introduction about myself. I'm coming from an automotive background for 8 years, and I also run my own car detailing center located at Glen Mary, Shah Alam. I have high obsession into cars and tech, and since I can't afford myself to own a sport car, I decided to watch those who have. And the obsession through tech is I admire how technology can be tweaked and adjusted for things to work better for good and positive outcome. And with that, as a business owner, I think it's best if there's an aggregator that are able to increase the sales traffic for the business, a strategic partner for a marketing and sales campaign to increase their sales revenue. And on the flip side, vehicle owners will have the convenience of online schedule booking, attractive points and reward system regardless at any car wash or car detailing center in Malaysia. And from that idea, I started to call my co-founder Hisham, which happened to have experience in tech project, and we start our baby step from there.
Fantastic. I mean, it's amazing that you can combine your passion as well as work and make it succeed and accelerate it with a digital transformative sort of platform. So perfect match made in heaven. Now let's go to you, Farah. Talk to me about your company and how you got into this business.
Hi, Elane. Thanks for having me here today. So Dwebly initially started as a software agency. You know, we started as freelancers and then later turned into software agency where we develop custom e-commerce websites. But throughout the experience, we realized that the whole process is actually really inefficient. So that's when the idea of having our own product came into mind. And we also noticed that current e-commerce solutions out there are just it's either too complex or too limited.
I didn't know that's how it was pronounced earlier. Okay, so that's a brief overview of the background. Can you guys tell us more about your product and services and how does public, so for example, if I am interested to utilize this product, how do I start? Perhaps Farah, you can tell me about sort of that entire process.
Okay, so since we are an e-commerce provider, right, Dwebly helps business owners from all stages to create their online store without having to sacrifice the customization and scalability elements. So, meaning Dwebly's platform will grow alongside your business. So, for example, Elane, let's say today you just started your business using our free version called Dwebly Lite, and exactly 5 months from now, your business is doing really good, it's expanding, and definitely now you will need a lot more of new business requirements, right? So with Dwebly, you do not have to re-platform and just to fulfill that new requirements because our platform is highly scalable. Right. And Yeah, and if I may add on, our service, we also understand that business owners will need extra talents, like maybe photographers for their new collection, or
Right.
maybe digital marketers for marketing campaign, right? So they need these talents to grow their business further. So that's why we have the Dwebly community, where our let's say if you need any other talents, you can just reach out to us, and we'll do talent matching. So you'll do it at a fraction of the cost, because we
Wow.
want.
So essentially, it's a community that you'll be able to reach out to, and a network is available for you to be able to use that platform instead of like searching for, those external sources, and then now trying to figure out how to integrate that. But you are providing that as part of the service available within Dwebly. Is that correct?
Accurate. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I would have liked to have known this earlier, because I think a lot of people were searching for these kinds of solutions earlier during the pandemic when March 2020 hit, and everybody had to sort of migrate quickly onto sort of like e-commerce platform, because that pivot had to happen. Everybody was locked down. Nobody was able to go to retail stores, and everybody was scrambling as businesses were figuring out, how am I going to digitalize my business quickly when I don't have anybody who is digitally savvy within my company, and who is going to, advise me, guide me along the way. So I'm assuming that, the whole process is simplified on Dwebly. Now, let's move on to AMIROL. Perhaps you can sort of move or ease us into that process. So how do we go about if I'm looking to detail my car?
Yes.
I don't have a sports car, by the way. I don't have a sports car.
Okay. Elane, in Hive, we provide solutions to two segmentation of problem. The first one will be the user, which in this context is the vehicle owner like you, Elane. So now someone like you can be able to locate and navigate to the nearest car detailing center within 10-kilometer radius wherever you are. You will receive a notification for merchant promotion, information on the services, pricing, and getting rewarded throughout Malaysia. Okay.
Nice.
As for the second segment will be the business owner, where they can now increase their sales traffic via our apps, having a strategic partner for a marketing and sales campaign, and a better operation management via our POS system. And our apps are now live and available in App Store and Google Play. Just type in Hive apps and you may be able to download it right away. And if you are a car wash or car detailing center business owner, you can download our merchant app. Type in Hive Merchant. We require you to fill up your premises detail, and our operation team will do our due diligence for background checking, and just within 24 hours, once approved, you can straight upload your services details, and others and user will be able to see your store immediately, and it's free. You just have to be a SSM registered company with premises to be our merchant.
Fantastic. And I'm hoping that there will be a review sort of like platform that I can see, their performance, because, people who have sports cars are very particular about the quality of the services that are provided, right?
Yes, true. You may be able to see their services ratings and all the information about their product that they use as well.
Fantastic. Okay, we will take a short breather right now. When we come back, we will ask a little bit more questions with regards to the technology of things. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned. I was speaking to two technopreneurs, AMIROL IZANI, CEO and founder of HIVE, as well as FARAH, CEO of Dwebly. Hope I got this right this time. And we're discussing about the acceleration program and the improvement of customer experience in the transformation for digitalization. Now, both, let's go on to this next question. What is the role of Venture Studio in supporting the growth of a tech-enabled innovation? Let's start with you, AMIROL.
Oh, okay, thanks, Elane. For me, it definitely helps the startup for a strategic direction, help to grow the team and even capital to reach a product market fit. No doubt they have good resources to ensure the success of the participating startup, especially on tech.
Fantastic. Farah, how has that assisted you?
Well, it is estimated that over 21% of startups fail in the first year. And four most common reasons are trouble receiving funds, wrong founding member, operation challenges, and failure to launch due to many reasons. So this is when exactly the role of venture studios come into the picture, because they will help us to further understand the reasons and hopefully pull us further from failing. And another important thing is they will help you to prepare and understand how this fundraising works. I'm not saying all startups will need fundraising or investment, but for tech startup like us, like Hive, a successful fundraising will help us by this much, by a lot. So, and there comes a point in this timeline of a startup where success or failure is determined by the amount of money injected in the company. So I would say it can be pretty overwhelming for a startup like us to understand the whole investment funding journey in a short period of time. So that's when their inputs and experience will come real handy.
I think that's really the crux of it. People talk about passion, but at the end of the day, you need the funds to be able to drive it. And we've heard about how any entrepreneur, you are the be all and end all. It's all you. It's your passion, your drive, your determination to see it through. But any support along the way really helps to be able to sort of raise the bar and be able to, bring you to the next level. So that's why we're talking about the role of venture studios. Now, with the current, we're moving into endemic. It's no longer just a pandemic. Malaysia, 1st of April onwards, borders are going to be reopening soon, and we'll have a lot more of the economic activity returning. And as we move into the endemic situation, how do you foresee your product or services tackling real life issues? We're talking about the new, no longer the new norm, the norm post-COVID. Farah, let's start with you.
Okay, so Dwebly revolves around digitalization, right? So for large firms, the rationale behind digitalization is clear. Digitalization improves efficiency, but among SMEs, digitalization is often perceived as complex, costly, and sometimes unnecessary. But digitalization does not necessarily mean expensive software subscriptions or complex systems. So digitalizing your business with Dwebly should be an easy journey because our platform is user-friendly, even to those who are non-tech savvy. That's one. And being an all-in-one e-commerce solution, we have everything under our roof, meaning from payment, shipping, marketplace, and software integration, and just like I said earlier, talents. So all of these without limitations. In fact, system limitation is usually the problem with existing e-commerce solutions. So this is why it's important for us to ensure that our platform is highly scalable and able to offer unlimited customization and integration to our customers.
Farah, that sounds like a one-stop solution. I'm looking forward to see how Dwebly can assist me in maybe my next business venture, right? AMIROL, tell us about your plans as we move into the endemic situation.
Okay, the pandemic of COVID-19 has had a profound impact on life and livelihoods around the world, especially in Malaysia. So if we look back, during the first two lockdowns, car washes is not part of essential business and not allowed to operate. So with that, they are vulnerable and badly injured during COVID. But having said that, car detailing is a part of automotive industry. So in Malaysia, our automotive industry is the third largest in Southeast Asia and the 23rd largest in the world, where it contributed 40 billion ringgit to our country GDP. And yet, countless car wash are fragmented and running silos. So with that, I believe our apps is a proven solution because only short periods of 9 months from our beta launch in April last year, we managed to onboard 80 merchants in Klang Valley and having more than 3,500 transactions with 1,800 active users. So adding to that value, we are contactless and cashless for this endemic situation. So therefore, we can see huge potential to this market through this industry, Elane.
Fantastic. Now, why is digital transformation and customer experience important to your business? AMIROL, just continue.
Okay. So in our business module, digital transformation really does help an enterprise like car detailing to keep up with emerging customer demands. So accelerating efficient workflows to deliver better services, increase profitability, and therefore can survive for the future, of course.
Right. Farah, on your end, how has digital transformation in customer experience been important in your business?
So we believe the digital transformation in customer experience is making everyday routine much more efficient and less prone to mistakes. And the most common one is human error. So, right, and by making it more organized and efficient, we can also help to improve our environment by reducing carbon footprint and unnecessary computing process that is directly contributing to the power consumption in this world. Plus, it is good that businesses themselves are now more aware of the benefits of going online and digitalize their business. And according to statistic by McKinsey, digital transformation in customer experience itself can increase the revenue by 20 to 50%. So this is because most processes now is, such as sales process is now automated. Other than avoiding the risk of getting infected by COVID-19, opting for e-commerce as well can reduce the need of traditional brick and mortar, where you need to set up a physical store. So just like HIVE, everything is contactless. And I mean, they can close down this physical store already. It's not compulsory, but they can do that.
Well, hopefully it doesn't necessarily mean, like you said, closing down a physical store. There is still a space for physical. Like for myself, I'm a little bit old school. I like to touch and feel the things that I have. I like to browse. I think we're all moving to sort of like hybrid solution, right? We like to browse. We like to see what's available. Then we go and see and physically experience the item and then do the consumption. So I don't think it's like exclusive. You don't have to be like without this or without that. You have to be just completely digital or completely brick and mortar. I think that's a space for both to exist. And I think it's really healthy for us to be able to have both. But I get it with regards to, efficiency and in terms of profitability. It helps for us to be able to lessen the dependence on overheads that's going to cost high for a physical premise. Now we'll take another short breather. When we come back, we'll talk about CLLA itself and how did you guys find out about this program? We'll be right back right after these messages. Hello, and thanks for staying with me on The Nation. Is still with me, Elane, Noor, Abdullah. We're speaking about the same topic, very exciting things that are being discussed in terms of digital transformation. And joining me are two very dynamic young technopreneurs. We're talking to AMIROL IZANI, CEO and founder of HIVE, as well as FARAH, CEO of Dwebly. Now, AMIROL, FARAH, we've gone through quite a number of questions earlier with regards to your business, how you got into it, and why, as well as some of the important aspects of the business in terms of digital transformation. Now, the topic today is CLLA itself. How did you find out about the CLLA program? Let's start with you, FARAH.
So when we first started Dwebly, we were actually renting at one of their co-working spaces called Co-Innovate before moving out to our current location, which is still in Cyberjaya. So when we were there, we saw a few other startups, were pitching to angel investors and venture capital during their demo day where everything was still physical. So that really intrigued us to start joining their accelerator and other accelerator as well and experience it ourselves. Yeah.
AMIROL, what's your journey like?
Okay, for me, I've been following CLLA from cohort 14. It's inspiring to see how the startup coming from CLLA program is setting up a blueprint for other startups to follow. And I also admire how Cyberview has been mentoring startup and contributing to their success. And being part in the recent cohort 16 with FARAH has definitely helped us to add more value to the industry that we participate in.
I love that, there's sort of like a mentor-mentee contributing factor with regards to, once you've learned, you share the knowledge, you give back as well. And this is sort of like the whole ecosystem that's going to create more and more productivity. Now, how will your product and service contribute to the ecosystem in Cyberjaya itself? AMIROL, let's start with you.
Okay, for HIVE, Cyberjaya is perfect because most of the tech-related companies are based in Cyberjaya. Government tech-related agencies, students, and even residents. So their image and title as a smart city is excellent for our product as they can definitely adapt to technology very fast.
And FARAH, on your side, how do you contribute to the ecosystem?
Cyberjaya has a lot of small to medium business owners selling their products and services actively via WhatsApp and social media. And the process of selling these are this activity or this product is very manual, and every process is done one by one. And not just that, if they did start with a platform that is targeting only for small business owners, they will need to change their platform when their business is growing due to system limitation. So realizing that, we ensure our customers, when they first join us, our platform is made to grow alongside their business. So there's no limitation in terms of customization, integration, and scalability. So this way, we are not just helping businesses in Cyberjaya to reduce costs, but also helping them to increase profit margins.
Now that's great. It's contributing to the ecosystem, giving back to that ecosystem as well. Now I want to ask about CLLA itself. How does the CLLA itself help you move up the value chain, Farah?
So aside from having a disruptive idea and good founding member, I really believe the location of a startup is one of the most important factors contributing to its success. So starting from having an office here in Cyberjaya, we came across CLA program under Cyberview. So long story short, it did help us to move up the value chain because upon joining CLA in a short period of time, we started to receive organic interest on our product from various demographics, which never happened before. It was totally different method to getting customers, but upon joining them, we actually received organic interest. So that's a pretty good sign.
So right place. I mean, people talk about location, right? It's all about location. AMIROL, tell us about how CLA helped you move up the value chain.
Oh, it's been wonderful. We have great experience in CLLA. The program have given us with tremendous support in mentorship, of course. And the CLLA program has connecting us with brilliant people to bounce our ideas, opening so many doors, and the other opportunity that are beyond our expectations.
So what are some of those, I mean, perhaps can give a little bit of teaser to those who are sort of aspiring technopreneurs considering CLLA. What was something that was really inspiring for you, AMIROL?
Well, their mentorship, of course, and they're giving us the access in terms of accessing the networking, of course. And then from there, we are able to connect with other people, especially from government agencies that will help us in terms of mentoring and giving us more ideas for us to excel. So that in HIVE, it definitely helped us a lot in terms of how we manage our trials, how we manage our customer, our users, and also our merchants as well.
Fantastic. Now it's all about the network as well. Now, my last question is, how do you conduct trials in Cyberjaya, Farah?
So like I mentioned earlier, there are many small to medium-sized businesses in Cyberjaya, right? So using what is already in front of us, we actually created a test group consists of 100 business owners so they can use our platform to digitalize their business and also act as a home. So they still can sell on social media as their sales channel, but everything is manual, is still manual in terms of, payment verification, inventory, and shipping arrangements. So with Dwebly, their business now can have a home and at the same time help them to increase their revenue since their sales process now is automated.
Right, so it's scaling up, being able to automate a lot more things with the platform versus, like you said, social media, you get your word out, you get exposure, but a lot of the back-end operations are still manually handled, and this will then free up your sort of manual time handling all those sort of nitty-gritty stuff and concentrate on more important things like gaining more profit. Exactly. Now, AMIROL, how do you conduct trials in Cyberjaya?
Okay, at the moment, we have managed to onboard 3 merchants in Cyberjaya. We do have our troopers team scouting, roving around Cyberjaya and even stationed at our merchant premise every week to promote our apps and also our merchant in Cyberjaya. And Cyberview also has helped us in featuring our apps and our merchant in Cyberjaya in their social media platform like Cyberjaya Buzz and even their official Cyberview page for bigger audience at the moment.
Thank you so much, both of you. I wish you all the best in terms of, being able to boost your business and to continue to share, to be able to create more technopreneurs like yourself so that we have a healthy ecosystem, not just in Cyberjaya, but beyond in Malaysia as well. We were speaking to AMIROL IZANI as well as Farah, CEO, founder of HIVE was Muhammad AMIROL IZANI, CEO of Dwebly, FARAH ATHIRAH. Now, through the Cyberview Living Lab Accelerator CLA program, Cyberview Sdn Bhd sustains its commitment and to support the startup community with business growth and commercial preparation. So we remind everyone who is interested to be an entrepreneur, please look into this. It could be your next stepping stone. Thank you for staying with me till the end of the nation. Elane, Abdullah.